Okay, just a little review. This morning where I screwed up is I had this box, that's the control box for this Screen-O-Matic video on top of all my things up here, on top of all my windows. And I'm not real familiar with Firefox, but I have to use it a lot of times at Boston schools because it works better for some reason, for some things, than Internet Explorer. Okay, so in your folders, in your Google Drive, there is a student handout for cells right there in the cell unit. If you don't get it, let us know, but just search for it. When you search for it, it should come up. So anyway, there it is. So what you're going to do is you're going to create a Google site, and you do that by hitting the Create button. You choose a template. Name your site, My Site. Yours is going to be something about cells, okay? Blank template, create. It's going to create. There you go. My Site, create. You're going to want to add pages. New page. Mitochondrion. Now, the rubric's going to tell you have to put all the cellular organelles in and so forth. Well, you do, but you don't have to have a page for each one if you want to organize it in a way that still highlights all of the organelles, and one of the ways is to do it by function. So you can think about function, all the organelles that have to do with transport of information in and out of the cell, all of the organelles that have to do with protein synthesis, and so forth and so on. So you may want to use a little bit of innovation in your organization. So now we have a new page in the site. Here's our old page. Yeah, new page. Okay, back to the home page. And you want to embed things in the site. Use the edit button. Okay. You can type anything you want. I love my wiki. Oh, no. I love my site. All right. Edit buttons. I want to go to larger size. 16. Okay. You can change color right there. I want blue. Okay, there you go. Then you'll want to insert things. Insert, image, links. If you want to put a link on the page that works, you need to do it this way, either there or here. And when you insert a link, always choose Open New Window, because if you do that, then you'll avoid some infringements on plagiarism, and it tends to work better anyway, unless if you're doing a web address. Okay, so do that. The other thing that you'll want to insert, perhaps, besides presentations like a YouTube, or not a YouTube, but it's a little bit difficult to insert like a Prezi, or you might want to do a link to a Prezi or a link to a PowerPoint instead of inserting it, but you can insert a PowerPoint. It's a little bit difficult. Or you could insert a video or a screencast of your PowerPoint, just like I'm doing now. A Google video, a YouTube. Most of the time you're going to do YouTube. When you do a YouTube in this template, you simply, use the URL for the YouTube. But suppose that you're going to insert a video from another site, and if you're going to do that, let's assume that I want to get the video from Vimeo. Okay, Vimeo staff picks on Vimeo. Okay, So Vimeo is like a YouTube site that people use for a lot of things. You can also get videos from National Geographic and everything else. When you get a video from another site, you've got to look for the share button to find the embed code. And there's the embed code right there. You'll copy it. See that it's all copied, I hope. Yeah, copy the video, copy. And then you're going to go back to the site, and you're going to open the HTML. In some cases you'll find HTML will just be the little brackets. This one tells you it's the HTML. And you're going to find the place on your page where you want to insert it. In this case, I want to insert it below, I love my site. See, I love my site right there. It's the only thing I have on this page, so it's real easy. But if you have a page with a lot of other things, you're going to have to be careful and paste your embed code there, and then update, and there it is. And let's see, when I click save, the video should show up. Okay, there it is. Now, and there it plays. So there you go. That's how you put a video from something else on your site or anything else that you embed that there isn't an automatic gadget for on YouTube. You'll have to do it that way. Okay? So that should take care of that. And then tomorrow we're going to look at presentations, and I can probably add it to this this screencast. Okay. Oh, there's Elena's stupid adjustment homework, by the way. Okay. Just a joke, Elena. I've got a bunch of links here to some Prezis, Vuvox, YouTube, Go Animate, and this is a Vuvox. Actually, these are the ones you can watch. And if you use these links to just look at the examples I'm going to show you in class, and you can review those, it'll give you some idea of how you can do a presentation without always just doing a PowerPoint, or without standing in front of a class. You can make a screencast like I've done here. Okay, so let's take a look at my Vuvox. Vuvox has changed, and it's improved since I made this one quite a bit. So this was an assignment that I had, which required us to make a little bibliography. But now that Vuvox has been improved, you can I'll get rid of that. Now that Vuvox is improved, you can do more than simply put in slides and hotspots like that. It's my grandfather. You can insert videos and PowerPoint slides and audio files into these individual slides now. In the free program, you're limited to, I couldn't resist this because I didn't remember who that was. I went through the Clinton years, so that's why that is there. This is where I lived in Puget Sound, in the clock tower for a while, when the Enterprise was getting refitted in Bremerton Harbor. And you can use your mouse to move back and forward on this. You can insert music, and so forth and so on. So this is another way to do it. With Prezis, if you've done those or all know how to do a Prezi, you can set a Prezi to play like this rather than have to go slide by slide. Okay, so those are just some ideas and some things that you can think about in making a presentation to show us your Google site report on cells and their functions.